Welcome to the March 13th edition of Colorado Inside Out Postgame, a special web-exclusive production here on Channel 12. Let's get a quick take on the Denver City Council ballots and the whole municipal election ballots being finalized this week, which includes 29 people running for 6 open seats in Denver City Council and Mayor Hancock not facing a major opponent. Patty Calhoun for Westward. Now that the ballot's finalized, we know who's running where. What do you think?
Well, I think some people who think they were going to run for, they waited to run for the mayoral seat, waiting till Hancock has finished 2 terms and then taking an opportunity, may be surprised because he can go for 3 terms if he wants to. That Denver voters voted to raise that term limit to 3 terms. He's got over $1 million that he's raised, which you do not need to spend on a campaign when you have 3 other candidates, but they are definitely minor, although interesting characters, definitely minor candidates. So, but he's got $1 million war chest, so what he'll use it for will be fascinating to see. In the meantime, you might want to get earplugs, actually, with that $1 million for the incredible number of debates we're going to have over the city council seat. And some of those people will probably be sorry they didn't run for mayor, because their chances look better on that than they're going to in some of these very competitive races.
Well, speaking of that, we'll make a premiere announcement here. Channel 12 will be offering, with the thanks of the ARP, we'll be offering debates of those 6 open city council seats. David Copeland of the Independence Institute, one of those seats in District 7 has 9 qualified candidates. I guess in addition to almost an automatic runoff. What do you make of the popularity of some of these open seats in Denver City Council?
Well, I think that's great that so many people want to get involved, and there are, as you say, a lot of competitive races with several serious candidates. Also, the auditor's race, 2 major candidates, both of whom have extensive experience in government auditing. With Mayor Hancock not facing major opposition, it will be interesting to see how much his $1.1 million war chest grows. He can't exactly go out and do direct mail and say, oh, please send me money, the Koch brothers or Harry Reid or, whoever, Sarah Palin's coming to get me. But he can sure go to the rich people and say, since I'm going to be the mayor for the next 4 years for sure, maybe you want to make a more public statement about investing in my second term. So we'll see by how many hundreds of thousands his 1.1 million grows. And of course, if he's prudent with that, he can use it to have a head start on a 3rd term.
Craig Silverman, attorney with Silverman & Olivas and a radio talk show host on KNUS. You have participated in municipal elections here in Denver. You know how it goes. It can be pretty competitive, even though it is officially nonpartisan. What do you make of the size of the ballot this year and all the different folks running and the lack of people running against Mayor Hancock?
Well, the last thing I want to do is hurt Channel 12's ratings. But wake me when this is over. I mean, my gosh, especially my memory of outstanding municipal races. McNichols against Tooley, Tooley versus McNichols and Pena, Early versus Webb, even Romer versus Hancock last go-round. It's so disappointing that nothing at the top of the ticket is all that competitive. And really on the city council races, shout out to Colorado Inside Out guy Kevin Flynn. I know him, but I'd be lying if I said I knew many of these other people. So it's kind of a yawner, and it's a darn shame because a lot of important jobs are being decided.
Penfield Tate, attorney at Greenberg Traurig, also a longtime state lawmaker. You're familiar with the political scene. What do you think of so many people running for city council? Is there's something to be said about the power and influence of the council?
I think there's more to be said about how term limits has impacted the timing of vacancies more than anything. But when it's all said and done, I think it's positive. The most disappointing aspect of what's going on right now is there's still not a lot of real chatter, not a lot of exposure. Unless you live in one of these districts, you really have no clue who's running. And even if you live there, my guess is you don't know who's running because people have been so focused on raising money and getting people to sign their petition or saying, may I use your name? They haven't done any real outward focused campaigning yet that I've seen, which I think is part of the real problem in the disservice. And I also think, I support the mayor. I like the mayor. But I wish we had a truly contested rate for the mayor's seat and the auditor's seat, because the conversation is valuable. There are some key issues that are impacting this community regarding use of force, development, lack of affordable housing, a host of things that really aren't getting talked about in this current environment. And the election's barely 2 months away. People are going to run out of time to have real substantive conversations, and thank Channel 12 for hosting some debates. So at least there'll be an opportunity to see some of these candidates.
Well, we'll give it our best shot. That's all the time we have for Colorado Inside Out postgame this week. Leave us a comment, tell us what you think. For everyone here at CPT12.org, I'm Dominic Dezzutti. Thanks very much for watching.